You might be using ChatGPT already, but chances are you're doing it wrong and it's costing you time and money. I've made over $115 million in sales, but I have to keep innovating and learning to stay ahead of the curve. I'll show you how to use it like a pro to 10x your output in less time with real prompts and examples from my business. Here we go. Go to ChatGPT. You can use whatever you want, but that's what I like to use. And we're gonna try to start coming up with morning content ideas. That's one of the first things I'll use it for. So I'll say, I need content ideas for IG Reels. The voice of Chittister, but with inspiration from Alex Hormozi, Cody Sanchez, whoever I think my most closest competitors are. I can use one of my buddies, whatever, you guys get the point, okay? And then you do that, and what will happen is it will start trying to pop out different reels. Okay, so this right here, I don't like that much. So what I could do next is I'd say, can you make them longer and have a hook, body, and CTA? Okay, you guys see this? This right here is perfect, right? So I can actually use this as an IG reel. If no one is buying it, it's not the algorithm, your offer just sucks. Hook. Here's the body, because I asked for it, and then a CTA, which is what I think you need to have in Reels. So keep in mind as you're going through this, it's also what you can feed into it. ChatGPT is only as good as the questions you ask or what you ask it for. So you can easily do this. Now, these are, 5 different people's ideas. I could say, can you do 30 more Alex Hormozi's voice? Okay, so I'm not saying this is the end all be all, but if you're trying to come up with ideas and you need different hooks or you need different topics, now with ChatGPT, it's like a little bit of a coach. It's a coach that's right in your back pocket that you can use at any time. So this is one of the first things I use it for, is just content ideation or ideas. Now, I've also had other videos where I'll show how I come up with YouTube videos or how I come up with IG Reels manually, like by going through and looking at different pieces of content, but this is an easier way, or if you're trying to put out more content for your team or you're trying to come up with different ideas, I think this is a great hack. And this is one of the first things I'll do. One of the other things I like to use it for is strategic planning. So I'll put it in a hypothetical situation. I have a portfolio company, so I'll just name that off. So I said, I have a company that helps high school students get into Ivy League colleges with a 90% success rate. I use Facebook ads to drive lead generation, and let's say I have a one-to-one coach to help me hire setters and closers. How can I strategically grow this business from 100K to 1 million a month, okay? Now, we'll see if it actually pops out something good. This can also help you think through strategically how to grow a business, right? Now, some of this stuff is kind of obvious, right? It's like dial in your offer, obviously. Optimize lead generation. Okay, so it's saying double down on Facebook ads. Build an effective sales machine. Streamline fulfillment. Build authority. Expand through partnership. So this may not be as good of an example versus I say, take that same offer and come up with the 3 best selling points I can use in my marketing. So again, it's the level of the questions. It also depends on how much you're wanting it to think for you. So this one right here, I actually like a lot, right? It's 90% acceptance rate. That's obviously got to be one of the pillars. I do not like this one, one-on-one coaching with former Ivy League insiders. And then from confused to accepted, we handle the entire process, right? So when I talk about selling, and if you've seen some of my sales presentations, I will talk about you need to have 3 pillars. 3 pillars is the 3 key things of why someone would want to work for you. So this is another way I'll do it, is strategically thinking about different pillars or how to scale a business, or like a question I would ask a coach. That's kind of the question you can use here is,